I bet you entered the new year with a list of things you want to change, things you'd like to be different. And maybe it's just one thing or two things. Maybe it's something about yourself. Maybe it's something about your circumstances. And now you're wondering how to accomplish that. How are you going to accomplish that change, make those changes? And you're wondering because in the past, you've felt a little challenged to make changes. And I know I've been there, done that. I make the lists, and sometimes I struggle to make the changes, but I know the key. I know the key to finally making the changes and creating the change you want. And that is that you have to choose. Specifically, you have to choose something different. You have to choose to change, or more specifically, you have to choose a specific change. It's very simple. If you have clarity on what you want to change and you don't choose to change that thing, it's going to stay the same. What you don't change, you choose not to change. And I'm going to repeat that. What you don't change, you choose not to change. And it's true no matter what type of change you want to make in the next 12 months. Like maybe you want to lose 10 pounds and get healthy and fit, or you want to increase your income level, or you want to have more free time, or a new job, or develop a consistent morning routine, or write a book, or whatever it is. And as a certified high performance coach, I can tell you that one of the first things we teach or we coach on is clarity, because you can't create anything if you don't have clarity. And as a transformational coach and even a law of attraction coach, it's the same. The same is true. You have to have clarity on what you want. And if you want to change, you have to know precisely what you want to have be different. Whatever change you want to see in your life, you have to actually say to yourself, I choose to make this change. And if then, after you choose, the circumstances or you don't change, then you never chose that change. Okay? So if nothing changes, you never made the choice. So what does it mean to choose? Let's get a little clarity on that. Okay, so to make a choice is often defined as selecting or making a decision when faced with one or two or more possibilities. It's, the action of choosing something freely after some consideration of the options. In psychology, making a decision is considered a cognitive process that results in selecting a belief or a course of action from several possible alternatives. And in fact, that's true because actual choice is when you have unlimited options and you get to choose from those. A decision is, I'm going to give you vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream. Which one do you want? Ice cream cone, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate. Which one do you want? And now you only have these two options. And so you have to decide between the two. But if you're going to make a choice, you might say, oh, well, I don't want vanilla or chocolate. I want coffee ice cream. That would be me, or mud pie ice cream. That's an actual choice. So, so be aware of that you are choosing change, not just from this or that, but from any number of possibilities. And not choosing is a choice also. Just keep that in mind, okay? It's not one that's going to create change, but it is a choice. And I really believe that once you choose, you have to commit, okay? So once you've decided to change, commit 100%, and that's going to increase your chances of achieving the change you want by that same percentage. And when I'm talking about commitment, don't go into that place of I don't like commitment, or I'm not someone who commits, or I'm bad at commitment. You commit to things all the time. If you just look at your life, you'll know what you're committed to. Maybe you're committed to watching television every night for 2 hours, or reading in bed every night for 2 hours, or you're committed to eating junk food or eating healthy, or you're committed to feeling stuck or to taking steps that move you forward, or you're committed to being angry, or you're committed to forgiving, or you're committed to playing tennis or to going lunch with friends. Look at your life. You'll see what you're committed to. You made choices and then you committed and you stuck to them, right? And when you make a choice, you take an action, or in the past, let's just say, when you chose to go play tennis every week, you made that choice and you committed to it. You took action, right? And you did something different, and that got you different results. And I want you to be aware that you have more choices than you think you do. Too often we think that, we only have vanilla or chocolate. And in fact, we have a lot of options to choose from. And if you don't like the options that are in front of you, find or create new ones. If you don't like your job, look for a position, a new position, or a different career, right? We're so used to limiting our possibilities, our options, um, by thinking that we have no more choices. And you can always create more choices. You can find more options from which to choose. And that's a choice too, because it's a mindset. So if you're the one who's always saying, I'm stuck and there are no other options, then first thing you want to do is change your mindset, right? Because you can choose to believe in limitations or you can believe in possibilities. And when you choose to believe in possibility, you can choose almost anything, right? And that's going to change your reality. So we really need to choose change if we want change. So what do you really, 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 really want to change? Choose to change it. Decide that you're going to change that and commit to it. And then, you can figure out the how. You can choose again from a variety of possibilities of how to do this, how to create the change you want. And if you choose and decide and commit to change this year, action is the next logical check. I can't speak today. Action is the next logical step to that, is it not? But you have to choose to act. It's another choice. And it's going to lead to change. Okay? Because acting differently, doing something different, ultimately leads to change. And it's easy to say, I choose to change. And you can even say, I commit to change, but you still have to choose to do what it takes to change. So, don't forget that you can't just say, I choose to change, and then it magically happens. You have to do something different. You have to be someone different. And that's how you finally create change, is by making a choice and then another and another. But each choice leads to the next option or possibility and another choice. So you're always making choices, and that's how we change. So you have to be willing to choose, and then you will create the change that you desire. So I'd love to know, have you chosen change this year? Let me just see if I even turned this on. I did. Shut this whole video. There's no sound. That would be lovely. Anyway, have you chosen to change this year? What is it you want to change, and have you chosen it? Leave me a comment down below and tell me. And if you're not aware of who I am, I'm Nina Amir. I'm known as the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I am a certified high performance coach and an intuitive transformational catalyst, and yes, a law of attraction coach. And I love to help people become who they need to be to do the things they need to do to create what it is they want to want. And the fact is, you are a creator. You're creating all the time. The question is only, are you miscreating or counter creating as opposed to creating what you really desire? And to do that, you really have to get out of your own way, because it's your human self that's in the way of you tapping into your spiritual self, which is really the creator. And I believe that we're not here to create things so much. We hear all this talk about manifestation, and yes, I am a law of attraction coach, but I really believe that ultimately what we want to create is a life that we love, a life that feeds our soul. And along the way, you might create some other things, like you might create owning a horse or writing a book or having a fast car or living somewhere different or whatever. That's part of the process of creating a life that feeds your soul. So if that's of interest to you, if you would like to become a creator and live a life that feeds your soul, click on the link above for the Inspired Creator Community. That is where I offer group coaching. And right now you can join anytime, but come March 2024, you join at the beginning of March, end of February, beginning of March, and you will stay in the program for 6 months, because I'm creating a new curriculum based on being a creator and creating a life that you love. So I love the sunbeams that have come in while I'm talking about this. Isn't that cool? I'm stuck in my chair because I have a broken ankle, and the sun is starting to shine in and reflect off the door, I think. Anyway, it's magical. And so, if you want a little more magic in your life, if you want to learn how to create a magical life that you love, click on the link above and join the Inspired Creator community. And if you have questions, just leave me them down below in a comment, or reach out to me at nina@ninaamir.com. And until I talk to you next time, as always, go out there and achieve more inspired results. And by the way, your inspired results, they're your creations.